I was sitting on a bus when a thought came to me. This city, any city, has hidden veins. Something moves through them. En silencio, quietly, unnoticed, most of the time. It is always there, in some way or another, present. It entangles with life, with how we live, with our routines, with our habits of care and waste. We have built systems to carry it, to hold it, to straighten and contain it. We have built cities on top of it, next to it. We have redirected its course. We bathe, we cook, we flush, we wash, we cool machines, we power lights, we produce, we consume, and the list goes on. It refreshes, it sustains, it flows, it listens, it plays, it cleans, it erodes, it connects, it carries, it heals. It is medium and it is media. Monterrey, Mexico, day 1. I washed my face. It smelled chlorine-like, quite strong actually. I took a shower and I felt refreshed afterwards. I was at a coffee shop and I asked for a glass of water. I was handed a plastic bottle. 15 bottles lay around my family's apartment, half empty, half full, some open and some closed. Abundance or neglect. Just a few years ago, in 2022, Monterrey experienced its worst water crisis in recent history. They called it La Hora Cero, the 0 hour. Entire neighborhoods went without water for days. People lined up for ration buckets, while others who could afford it paid for private water trucks to refill their home tanks. It revealed how access to something life-sustaining could so quickly become a matter of privilege. I observed as my nephew sprays the plants on the balcony. He touches the leaves of the plant and he won't let go of the spray bottle. He asks to get the bottle refilled. He observes as the water is sprayed on the leaves. Joy, play, nurture. Day 3. In the city center, the street is full of water. I don't see where it's coming from, but it's everywhere for a couple of blocks. I ask a friend and she tells me, at night, a nearby construction site uses the water for something, probably to dig, but no one really knows why. Just that every morning the streets are full of spilled water. People have begun to protest by washing clothes in it in an act of claiming back what it's scarce. Later that day, my friend tells me, I have always identified with water. It always rains on my birthday. Zürich, Switzerland, day 1. I washed my face. The water smelled a bit earthy, but also slightly chemical. I couldn't really name it. I served myself a glass from the kitchen tap. I took a warm shower. Since I was a child, I have felt the concept of showers are strange. We let the water clean us. We let the water run. Some take long showers. For some it's a ritual, and for some it's a chore. To me, it's something I enjoy, I relish, but it makes me uneasy. I feel like I'm throwing away something precious. Day 3. Today I walked through the city and I drank from 4 different fountains. Clear, refreshing, and I would say it tasted like fresh water. What a beautiful thing to have access to be able to experience. But I ask myself, what will happen if we keep ignoring the ways we use water that are wasteful? What will happen if we don't care enough? Will some cities flow and others run dry? Will our rivers dry? Will our lakes survive? Sitting by a body of water, I wrote, what does it mean to be with, or whether with you? Where do you go now? And where did you came from? How many places have you been through? Do you carry my thoughts with you until they meet the lake? Can you understand me? Can you feel my presence? Can I understand you? You float between moss and mountains, trees and leaves, contained and free, but not really. Cuerpos, fuentes de agua, fuentes de vida. Bodies, fountains of water, fountains of life. Me pregunto, ¿qué significa ser agua? I ask myself, what does it mean to be water? How do we learn to live with water, not just use it, own it, not waste it, not control it? I keep returning to a question from River Story by Rika Taurinian. How can we dismantle destructive anthropocentric tendencies related to water bodies and ecosystems? And I also ask myself, can we develop a more than human practice where water is not a resource but a relation? Can we attune to the networks it sustains before they collapse? It's been some years now. The viaduct over the river Santa Catarina was never built. Instead, we gathered today by the riverbanks, by the rocks. We stood still, we listened. Lo dejamos ser, we let it be. We brought music and we sat together. We found victory in rejecting what they called progress, and in accepting that this space does not belong to us alone, but to the river too. We brought an offering. Someone read a letter, someone read a poem, someone just listened. The river widened, the water flowed, and it showed us its rhythms. It slowed us down. They say, water listens. They say, rivers have memory.